In this video, I'm going to go through your push-up test. So the push-up test you'll find in all 3 of your fitness semesters. The scores you'll find on your course evaluation sheet, which can be found on D2L. That's going to let you know what repetitions you're going to need for the score that you're looking for. Now, although this test is in all 3 semesters, it does progressively get more challenging from 1 semester, 2 semesters to your 3rd semester. And the way that we progress it is not in the amount of numbers that you need. Those are going to remain the same. We progress it with the depth that your push-up is going to be. So for you to do this at home, since that's how we're going to be submitting is home videos, you'll need to find things around the house that are going to be the same height for your depth. So I'll just show you what we would use. So for fit 1, you would be going down to the height of this yoga block. So if you don't have a yoga block, then just find something around the house using books or whatever you can find, anything that's also 4 inches in height. So this one is 4 inches. You're going to be going down to contact your chin. I'll be able to show you that in the demonstration video following this. In your 2nd semester, you're going to be going down a little bit lower to 2 inches. Usually we would have a 2-inch mat. I'm also at home, so I don't have that, but I did find a 2-inch binder, so that's an idea you can use, or a textbook or something, anything again that you can find that is 2 inches. The 3rd semester, so your final semester of fitness, you'll be doing the full push-up test, which will be chin to the floor. So this is a great test, and the reason that we use it is it's a way for us to test your upper body muscular endurance. But another reason that we use it is because this test can be found in a lot of your application processes. Specifically for policing, this will be a part of the FitPin, which now is the standardized fitness testing. So this will be a part of that FitPin test. We use the exact same numbers. That's where we get our grading scheme from, is from that test. So we are setting you up to hopefully be successful in that portion of the FitPin. In pre-service fire, it's not always seen in applicant testing, but it has been trickled in through a few of the fire tests that I've seen, depending on where you're applying. Every service has a few of their own fitness tests that they throw in, and often this is one of them. So it's just something that we like to prepare you for in case it's something that you're going to see. So I'm gonna just set myself up. I'll do an explanation of how I'm setting myself up properly, and then what your repetitions should look like.
So you're going to set yourself up on the floor. Hands are going to come directly underneath of your shoulders. You'll know you're in the right spot if your thumbs can touch your armpits. Coming up to the top of your push-up, that repetition will not count, so get up however you like. And then as you start your repetitions, make sure your body remains completely strong, so nothing is dipping down. You're a straight line from your heels all the way up to the top of your head. You can see that my chin is contacting the block and then coming up to fully extend in the elbows. I'm now going to set up for the Police Foundation's modified push-up for the females. So the pivot point is from the knees. The setup is the same. The hands are in the same position. The chin is still touching the block. The only difference is that the knees are down and the feet still remain together, but the tops of the feet have to remain on the ground as well. So now moving into our semester 2, so with the 2-inch binder underneath, setting up again with the hands underneath the shoulders, coming to the top of the push-up, everything is tight, coming down. You can notice here now that my elbows are pointing directly back. So you would like to have that, not having your elbows pointing out to the side. Setting up now for the modified, feet are together, pushing up again to that pivot point now from your knees, chin making contact. At the top of every repetition, no matter where your pivot point is, notice that I'm fully locking out and extending those elbows to complete that full repetition. If there's no lockout, that repetition will not count. Now for the full push-up test, chin making contact with the ground, and then fully extending the elbows. For the modified version, feet remain together, chin comes down to touch the floor. Now we'll just go through a few of the common errors that we see with the push-up test. So first one being the hand position. Once your hands are in position, do not move them throughout the test. So having them out wide like this will not count as correct repetitions. Another error that we often see in either from the modified or from the toes is that your body rests at the bottom of your push-up. As soon as your thighs, chest, or belly touch at the bottom of any repetition, that would be the end of your test because you're giving your body a rest. So now another, similar to the hands moving, the feet also need to stay together. So as soon as they're wide out, that repetition wouldn't count as well. This droopy U-shaped form is one that we often see, and what is causing it is a weak core. So you want to correct that by pulling your belly button in and creating that straight line from your heels all the way up to your head. The last one that we often see is, ouch, this one really hurts, is that your elbows come out to the side even though your hands remain in position. Ouch. So make sure that your elbows are tracking back behind. So now I'll just go through a few different variations that you can add into your fitness program to help you progress for this test. So the first one you can see me doing here are called push-up negatives. So the focus of this movement is on the way down, on that eccentric part of the movement. So a nice slow move down and then modify as you need to get back up to the top of that push-up. So the movement's only going to change slightly. You can see now that I'm trying to complete the full push-up, but I'm using one knee to assist on that way up. So rather than doing the full double knee modification, you can try to just use one of your knees to give you that little extra push. The next move here are hand release push-ups. So you're going to use a little bit more of an explosive push to get yourself off of that ground. So you're still going to go nice and slow on the way down, hands release at the bottom, and a big push to help you get through that difficult portion, the bottom piece of that push-up. So now I'm going to pull in whatever you have. I have my baby's play toys, so I'm just going to pull in something that's going to elevate you. You can use your couch or a chair, and it's just going to give you a bit of an easier angle. Just be sure that your position remains the same so that your hands are still in the correct position and your body still remains straight.
So that was your test. I hope it was helpful to see the demonstration and the setup and some of the things that we tend to see that are no-nos during our testing process. If you have any more questions at all concerning this test, or you just want me to maybe take a peek at a video of your form before final testing, I'm happy to do that and happy to give you some ideas of how to progress your push-ups so that you're successful.